Well, it seems Halloween is over, and you know what that means. Okay, that's enough of that. Moving on, we actually have a 4-month forecast for you all. This winter is likely going to be a snowy one because there's actually a pattern that me and a few others have noticed, where every year when there's over 20 inches of rain between August and October, there's over 20 inches of snow during winter. It's oddly specific and superstitious, but it's been right so far.
Hello and happy holidays, everyone. It looks as though we're in for a white Christmas this year, with about 2.5 inches of snow covering the ground tonight here in Tulsa. For more about that, I'll be passing the torch to our meteorologist, John.
Thank you, Sarah. As she said, we have 2.5 inches on the ground tonight as we head into Christmas Day. And our 7-day forecast shows that number is only going to increase as we head into next week. With the temperature staying in the mid to upper 20s all next week, with relatively light winds, making the conditions ideal for a thick blanket of snow. In that vein, this winter is actually set to break the previous season's snowfall record of 25 inches in 1960, with us already at 12.7 inches of snow this season, with 2 more months of snow ahead of us. Well, back to you, Sarah.
Well, sounds like quite the chilly week we're set for. Anyways, getting into our news now, the Inotech Energy ban on building and operating nuclear reactors has now expired.
Newcastle, Norman and Shawnee. Today, some snow. Highs around 30. Northeast winds around 10 miles an hour. Tonight, some snow. Lows in the 10s. North-northeast winds around 15 miles an hour, becoming northeast after midnight. Winter storm watch in effect from Thursday evening to Friday night. The National Weather Service office in Norman has issued a winter storm watch for central and north-central Oklahoma. What? Snow up to 10 inches. Where? Portions of central and north-central Oklahoma. When? Snow is expected from Thursday evening until Friday night. An approaching winter storm will track along the line from Chickasha to Tahlequah before dissipating, with the potential for up to 10 inches of snow in Oklahoma City, and up to 6 inches of snow in Stillwater. Remember, a winter storm watch does not mean winter weather is imminent. Stay tuned to official National Weather Service outlets for more information.
A winter storm watch and freeze watch have been issued for our area by the National Weather Service. In our area, 23 degrees, with scattered snow. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, cloudy with some snow. Low 15. Winds northwest at 10 miles per hour. Chance of snow 75%. And on Saturday, heavy snow. High 25. Winds north at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of snow 90%. And Saturday night, heavy snow. Low 10. Winds north-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of snow 85%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
you wondered what your job could be? Well, wonder no more, because Inotech is here to turn that I wonder into I know. We're saving a spot on our team just for you. Don't wait. Call 572-338-TECH or visit www.inotechjobs.com today to turn I wonder into I know.
Good morning, Oklahoma City. The time is 9:03 a.m., and we are resuming programming where we left off last night. Talking a bit more about the Radio Digitization Act of 2005, this act stipulated that all large commercial radio stations, including us, were to stop programming on an analog signal by December 1st and completely shut off the signal by New Year's, which we did last night. Moving on to the weather today, we will have a low around 15 degrees with a high near 30. Yikes. It's also going to be a bit windy today, with winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 25. We are expecting a fair bit of snow today, around 3 to 4 inches, with more expected on the weekend, with the National Weather Service saying we're due for about 6 inches on top of what we get today. That is simply a preposterous amount of snow, though. So what's the worst that can happen?
Have you learned nothing?
Wrong year.
Oops, my bad.
Good morning, everyone. The big story right now, Inotech has decided to go ahead with reopening their energy division, despite heavily negative public sentiment.
A winter storm warning is in effect from Saturday morning until Sunday evening. What? Heavy snowfall. Where? Portions of central Oklahoma, generally north of a line stretching from Chickasha to Okemah. When? Snow will spread across central Oklahoma from Saturday morning through early Sunday morning. Accumulations. 10 to 12 inches of snow in central Oklahoma. Impacts: roads and bridges will become slick, making travel hazardous. Snowfall may be very heavy at times. Travel will quickly become dangerous. Exercise extreme caution if travel is necessary. A winter storm warning means significant amounts of snow expected or occurring. Significant amounts of snow are forecast that will make travel dangerous. Only travel in an emergency. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, flood, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Strong winds are also possible, which will also make travel very hazardous or impossible.
And it seems that we now have a winter storm warning and a blizzard watch now in effect as snow begins to fall here in Oklahoma City. If this warning is accurate, we'll be getting some record-breaking snowfall. And that would be in addition to the 3 inches that's on the ground currently, which is, needless to say, not good. Still, a bit hard to believe.
Welcome back from our ad break, everyone. While we were out, there was a winter weather advisory issued for our area, with a winter storm warning for Oklahoma City. If we get the snowfall predicted in the advisory, we will be on the hook for 3 to 5 inches of snow, on top of the 2 inches already on the ground. Currently, we are still waiting on a statement from Tulsa Public Schools, but it is expected that school is canceled today in advance of the approaching winter storm.
A winter storm warning remains in effect until 12 p.m. A winter storm warning remains in effect until 12 p.m. Central Time Sunday. At 12:16 p.m. Central Time, Doppler radar indicated an increase in intensity of the winter storm in central Oklahoma. Total snow accumulations of 12 to 16 inches will occur in portions of central Oklahoma and total snow accumulations of 6 to 10 inches in portions of north-central Oklahoma. Impacts from this area of heavy snow will occur in portions of central, north-central, and northeast Oklahoma. Conditions can deteriorate rapidly in winter weather situations. Be prepared for snow or ice-covered roads. Slow down and allow extra time when traveling.
With the worst of this winter storm closing in, Will Rogers World Airport and Wiley Post Airport have both just shut down until tomorrow morning. If you are out and about, it's not the worst idea to consider potentially going home as soon as you possibly can, as winds are expected to pick up as well, with sustained winds at 30 to 35 miles an hour, with gusts getting to 45, which I'd say falls under.
Blizzard warning in effect from 2 p.m. Saturday to 2 a.m. Sunday. What blizzard conditions expected? Total snow accumulations of 12 to 16 inches. Winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. Where? Oklahoma County and Cleveland County. When? From 2 p.m. Saturday to 2 a.m. Central Time Sunday. Impacts: travel could be very difficult to impossible. Blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Additional details: the worst conditions will be during the evening Saturday. Travel should be restricted to emergencies only. If you must travel, have a winter survival kit with you. If you get stranded, stay with your vehicle. The latest road conditions can be obtained by calling 844-465-4997.
Go home. We just need a skeleton crew here. Well, it seems I was correct in my assumption of these being blizzard conditions. I wonder why they didn't just bundle
Someone
the
just
special
crashed.
weather statement with the blizzard warning. They were within 5 minutes
They
of
did.
each other.
Maybe they just wanted to try and spice a boring scenario up.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. Snow isn't exactly the most exciting. As the sun sets this evening, I can confidently say that conditions are some of the worst I've seen in years. We've got sustained winds actually up to 40 miles an hour now, and so far we've had about 9 inches fall, for a total of 12 inches on the ground. And with those snow and winds, we can't exactly get our evening shift out here. Since we're already 2 hours over the typical day shift, we are actually going to be shutting off our signal until tomorrow morning. Until then, this is Michael at WITC Radio, signing off. Okay, so where exactly are we going to sleep? We can't even get out.
Good morning. This is WITC Tulsa. The time is 8:04 a.m., and the record-breaking snowstorm that buried Oklahoma City yesterday is over us right now, where we are expecting 4 to 7 inches of snow by this afternoon and some occasional snow squall. From what I heard, Micheal and a few of his employees down there actually got snowed in, which sounds about right, considering they got almost 14 inches of snow. Now, John, are you able to tell us how long this snow will take to melt?
I can. And unfortunately, it's going to be quite a while. Snow crews are out right now clearing the roads, but that snow won't start melting until around Tuesday or Wednesday, as temperatures are set to stay below freezing until around the middle of the week.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back from our ad break. While we were out, we did a bit of measuring, and we have a record 16 inches of snow on the ground here. with about 13.5 inches falling total in the last 24 hours. Now, we are lucky enough to still have power here at the station, but I know that a lot of others had their power taken out by the snow. Unfortunately, we are still snowed in here, so yeah. Right now, there's not too much else to say regarding the weather, so we are going to cover all the stories we couldn't yesterday. Inotech is planning to reactivate its infamous
The Tulsa National Climate Summary for yesterday, January 2nd, 2010. Yesterday's high temperature was 29 degrees. This high was 18 degrees below the normal high of 47. The record high is 74 degrees, which was set in 2004. Yesterday's low temperature was 14 degrees. This low was 14 degrees below the normal low of 28. The record low is 2 degrees. A snow squall warning is in effect until 11:30 a.m. At 10:45 a.m. Central Time, a dangerous snow squall was located near OK 66 near exit 233, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard: flash freeze on roads and rapidly falling visibility due to intense bursts of heavy snow and gusty wind. Source: Weather Spotters confirms snow squall. Impact: dangerous and life-threatening travel conditions are expected to develop rapidly in the warning area. Locations impacted include Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Wagoner. Slow down. Rapid changes in visibility and road conditions are expected with this dangerous snow squall. Be alert for sudden whiteout conditions.
We just had a significant snow squall warning issued for Tulsa and Wagner counties, meaning we have short-term blizzard conditions. Now, the significant tag on it means this snow squall has the potential to be deadly if not taken seriously. If you're on the road right now, this will be a good time to pull over and wait for this to clear up, because I promise parking on the side of the road is better than crashing into it. Roads have sides?
Welcome back from ad break, everyone. You may recognize me from the evening news here on WIT Radio, but considering it's 9 a.m., I don't think it's exactly the evening right now. And you'd be correct, it's not. But I am filling in for WITC's good boy Micheal, who is at home right now, since the roads outside the station were cleared early this morning. Poor guy had to sleep here. Twice. Anyways, moving on to the news. Power crews are out all around the state at the moment in the wake of this record-breaking winter storm. Right now, it's estimated around 200,000 homes and businesses are currently without power. Our station in Tulsa is actually one such place, losing power late in the morning yesterday, and they are still not expected to get it back until tomorrow. I mean, those lines have around 200 pounds of snow on them, so it's no surprise some of them failed. Moving along, cities across the country are under attack by rioters after Inotech announced it has hired over 1,000 new employees as it works to reopen its energy department.